Good morning, everyone. All right, let's take a look at chat here. Kenny, good morning. Lainey, good morning. Silva, good morning. Let's see. Angela, good morning. Hello, Kelly. Let's see. Sarah, good morning. Rose, hello. Daniela, hello. Ooh, 6 a.m. there. Nice, Kelly. Well, nice. Less nice. Suppose it depends on what time you went to bed. Good morning, Angie. Hello, Bridget. Della, hello. Vivian, hello. Robin, hello. Hello, Tara Lynn. Let's see. Oh, pop down. Orla, good morning, sis. I'm working and lurking. Brutes got delivered 30 minutes ago, so I'm delighted. Awesome. Aw, thank you, Orla. And yes, vaccine is tomorrow. Steve is getting his second today, and mine is tomorrow. Hello, Stephanie. Christina, hello. Chloe, hello. Let's see. Tammy, good morning. Mona, good morning. All right, here we go. All right, good morning, everyone. So I know normally I wait, but today was a coffee kind of day, so I have coffee. Wasn't sure I was gonna have it for a minute because my little frother thing kind of went on the fritz, but we'll see if it was just a fluke. I've got it charging right now. All right, so let's grab our Brutes. Good morning, Lisa. So, let's see. We did last 2 streams. We did the bowl, some of the stump, some of the ship, and then we kind of finished up the ship. I say finished lightly though. I want to add a little bit of shadow behind this sail. I'm not pleased with this. It needs to be a little bit darker. But other than that, we are going to move on to the trunk today. Quick reminder for everyone, and I'll drop this reminder a couple more times. There is no stream on Friday because of the vaccine, which was mentioned just moments ago. So yeah, that is what's going on there. I want to go ahead and let's grab 28 for that just extra dark shadow. That's what I need. Yes. Coffee. This morning I added a little bit of cinnamon to my coffee. Gives it a little bit of like a toastier kind of flavor to it. So we're just gonna start with that because that's been bothering me. So I actually grabbed a black. Normally I don't, but I've added enough green already. Now I just want a really kind of dark. So we're just gonna add a little bit of black along the edge of the sail. Okay. So just a tiny bit, just to make it clear what is in the foreground and what is in the background. I don't normally use black to shade, but like I said, I've added enough greens and stuff already. There we go, that's a little bit better. And let's grab our blender. Good morning, Daniela. Right? They are so sweet. Just gonna use the Caran d'Ache blender here to soften it just a little bit. There we go. All right, where is our little brush here? If I missed anyone coming in, I apologize. Now, while we're at it, let's go ahead and make this consistent. And let's use a little bit of our black here as well. Like I said, I don't normally use black, but it seemed kind of appropriate. Behind the Prisma White, so the Prisma White I use to blend a lot, and I don't want the black to come on that strong. If I were to use the Prisma Black, it would kind of smush on top, and then I would have to blend it even more, and it would smear across more. I want the black to be nice and subtle, and I'm not using the black as a blender. I use the white as a blender slash burnisher just by itself, but honestly, I rarely use black. In fact, this feels really kind of weird using black, but I am. But yeah, so no, it's just, it would put down too much pigment, the black would, from the Prismacolor. Which is why I do not use that. Okay, all right. I feel happier with that. A little bit more of a shadow between the sails. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, if you want to see how we did the water and stuff, I would watch the previous 2 streams, because we worked on a little bit of this on the last stream. Not much, but most of the work from the water was done in the first part of the stream. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, I needed a little bit of a heavier shadow, and I've already added plenty of green to it. So good morning, Sarah. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna turn on the fan real quick. 1 second. Oh, thanks, Angie. Hang on. Go. Okay. Oh, did I miss Silva? Why didn't I see that? I thought I said hi. I must have missed it. Silva, if I missed you, I apologize. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. I apologize. Sometimes I skim right past things. I swear it's not intentional. But good morning. Good morning. All right. So let's start with our browns that we have out. Yes, I'm sorry about that, Silva. Okay. That's the black. We'll keep that over here. This is more of a red. All right, so we've got number 23 out. We've got number 14, number 24. And number 117. All right, I was reading all the numbers. I'm not totally familiar with them yet. Right, Tammy? Whoa, almost knocked over a cup. All thumbs this morning. Okay, so we are using the Brute Furners. Good morning, Minerva. If you need a color chart for it, you can find this on my website. But these are what we're using today. The browns that I have picked out are number 23, number 114, number 24, and number 117 here. And welcome to all my lurkers as well. Again, if I miss your name when you come in, I apologize. Although I feel bad for Silva because I was reading through and I didn't read your name right at the beginning. I apologize. I shouldn't have missed that. All right, we're gonna give these quick, fresh sharpens so we've got nice, sharp points. Generally, yeah, Bridget, except for when I bring in like the Prismacolor to blend or something. But yeah, as a whole, 99% of the picture is usually the same pencil. Different pencils have different oil or wax levels, and I just find that they blend easier when I don't mix brands. But I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't partially an OCD thing. I don't like mixing the labels. They're like, ah. But yeah, generally it's the same label. My nice, huge, tall coffee mug. Okay, let's start with number 114. Move the rest of these out of the way. Oof. There we go. All right. So this here to the middle. All right, so 114. Now, Johanna already has some lines like going down. So I will be kind of mirroring that a little bit in the sense that I'm gonna keep that texture. And this is just the first layer. We'll definitely be adding more. Okay. different tones of color and labeled. Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, is I need to have out multiple charts, multiple sets of pencils. It's also a space issue. I mean, I can't imagine if I had like multiple cases out. So the way that it works is I don't have an L-shaped desk. I've got, let's see, do I have anything? Nothing sensitive, I don't think. I think we're good. Let me switch here, I'll show you. Without showing myself here. Hang on. Work notes. So I've got my desk here with all of my messy stuff here, but then I've got nothing fancy here. I've got like a TV tray that's here that holds my pencils, and then like I've got my stuff behind me, but there's not a whole lot of space to keep out a whole lot of other sets of pencils. So I need to have multiple charts and like everything. So it's also a practicality issue. But yeah, so it's just easier. And, you know, I feel like, you know, sometimes I'll even do like a small set of pencils like Staedtler Ergosoft because there's less pencil choices. And this is already 120 sets. So it's like on my head, I'm just like, well, dang, man, why would I complicate it with another set? I think if I were to make, the only exception would be I have a hard time finding a pencil color to match that of putty beige in the Prismacolor set. I really like the putty beige. Like, it's the only like kind of muted brown that still has enough brown qualities to it. The closest to like a putty beige that you get in other sets are gonna be almost like a little too gray. And so it's like maybe 65 could be close, but it doesn't have the richness that the Prismacolor one does. And I only used like Prismacolors exclusively for the longest time, so I know them the best too. So there's times when I'm working on something, it's like, man, for example, putty beige. Like, putty beige would be so good with this, but then I would need to blend it with other things, and it just doesn't blend as well with other things. Okay, so I'm still just using 114. I think maybe if I had more space when we move, I would like to eventually get like an L-shaped desk. That would be really nice. Adding a bit of kind of brown shadow under the branch, along the side. So how has everyone's week been so far? I went in and got my eyes tested. I'm getting new glasses. Here's the funny thing is it turns out my nearsightedness is actually improving. But it still means that my eyes are over focusing because I'm having to focus more than I should need to for a prescription. When are we moving? August. We're not moving towns, we're just moving places. But that does mean that right around that time we'll probably take some time off stream for the move and such. But yeah, not for a few more months. Not soon enough. Okay. Okay, let's finish doing the top here. And we're still just using number 114. Oh, so I took, after much recommendation from stream on Monday night, I went ahead and started Glee. I don't dislike it. I'm not like over the moon about it. Am I still watching it? Yes. But I don't think I'll ever become like a fan of the show like I do some of my other favorites, you know? It's definitely something that it's very predictable, and so it's definitely something like I can watch while I'm doing data transfer. You know, just like on in the background. Plus it helps that there's like music playing all the time, you know what I mean? And I think part of that, like I enjoy the songs, but I think definitely part of it is because, you know, it revolves around some of the teachers' lives, but, you know, a lot of it is high school drama, and, well, I'm in my 30s, so it'll take a bit to grow on you, right? Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, you know, it's kind of on in the background, and I kind of, you know, watch it a little bit, but it's definitely not something that I need to really pay attention to follow the plot line because it's so predictable. But it's just that kind of show, you know? All right, 114. I mean, I don't know what I expected, though, from a show called Glee. It's not like they're gonna have, like, the main character die, I would assume. I don't know. I'm only in season 1. Good morning, Tish! Okay, we're just laying in all our darkest color here. Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist? I have not. I have not. What's it streaming on, Daniela? No, that's fair, Angie. That's fair. And I thought, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the covers because, you know, if I love a song, it's because I fell in love with the original, not a cover. But, yeah. It's not bad. I'll give it the rest of the season. I'll give it the rest of the season to catch me, you know? Hi, Steve. I just heard the kids yelling and Steve was like, shh. They're good kiddos, though. They were actually in there folding their laundry this morning, so if they're a little bit loud, I think I'm okay with it. Okay. Sip of coffee. Discovery of Witches, yes. Yes, I have. I made it to season 2. I don't know. They're actively doing new episodes, right? Kenny. Oh, okay, Sarah. Okay. Well, the new season of Handmaid's Tale starts today, actually. Oh, is it out now? Anyway, I'm gonna be keeping up on that. Yeah, it said the 28th, so I bet you it came out last night. I don't have Hulu at the moment. I was gonna get it specifically for this show, just for the duration of the run, you know? I'll have to check that later. Although, I don't know. I'm getting my shot tomorrow. I may want to save it for when I start feeling cruddy. Oh wait, that's a leaf. I almost colored that in as part of the trunk. Okay, still using 114. Okay, let's see. Well, if I laid down shadow for these things, I should probably lay down shadow for the other plant. Otherwise, what was the point of laying down that previous shadow? It doesn't have to be a super strong shadow. This week is Watchathon. Handmaid's Tale is free. Wait, what? You can watch Hulu for free right now? What's Watchathon? I've never heard of it. We'll be adding another color in a little bit, but we're going to be using 114 for just a little bit. It's from NBC. Okay. Trying to think. Is that new Peacock streaming service? I'm trying to remember what that is. I get chat to display on my TV as well as the Emily emotes on my phone. Oh, awesome! Oh, it's on Hulu. Okay, awesome. Maybe it's a Florida thing? Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of Watchathon. I was gonna say, that's a pretty bold move by Hulu, like taking one of their top shows and like one of the top reasons that people like, you know, get Hulu is for like some of these more popular shows. Yes, on Comcast, all kinds of shows and movies are free for the week. Oh, interesting. No, we don't have Comcast. We're not cool like that. All right, 114. Okay. I'm gonna add some down here. Yeah, I might save it. All right, using Ado here. Oh, Comcast Xfinity thing. Ah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Add some darker brown here. I have a friend who lives in Florida. He's always so frustrated with his Xfinity internet. But granted, I think frustration with ISPs is a pretty universal thing. Ideally, we would eventually live somewhere that has fiber instead of standard internet, which would be really cool. Suppose it would help if I kept it centered, huh? There's a bit of shadow under the leaf you almost colored. That shape. Oh, wait a second. There's a bit of shadow under the leaf you almost colored. Oh, yeah, there is, isn't it? Thank you. It's like I'm staying away from it because I'm too afraid. Shape pair, square, round, triangle, hexagon. If I were to rank them, Tammy, it would probably go... honestly, it would probably go triangle, circle, square, and then hexagon, I think, is what I would do. I like the square, but because I've been so spoiled with the triangle, I feel like triangle is a bit more comfortable for me. The square's not bad, but yeah, if I were to rank them for me personally, probably triangle, circle, square, hexagon. What shape of pencil? Good morning, Mary. Hi, Marilyn. Sounds good, Marilyn. Couldn't find you this morning. I had to resub. Oh, no. Well, I'm here. I'm here, Mary. Ah, the joys of drinking coffee. While you're coloring, you get the occasional water droplet on your page. Okay, let's see. Yeah, definitely ranking circle or triangle, circle, square, hexagon. Hexagon is like, if there was anything in between hexagon and square, hexagon would still fall to the bottom. I don't find hexagon comfortable at all. I was watching part 1 of this set of streams, not live, when you were talking about your cats having ruined your dining chairs. Have you ever tried training with aluminum foil? I have not. But Sarah, I like that idea. I've done that before, years past, for something. I needed them not to jump on something, and I did something like that. Interesting. I like that, Sarah. How long do you think I would need to, like, it could just train them not to get up there, right? I mean, I don't think we'd have to keep tinfoil on the chairs. That's a really good idea, though, Sarah. Because we are going to be fixing the chairs for when we move. And gosh, I would sure love it if they didn't destroy our chairs. Covered the arm of a chair in tub and foil and never jumped on again. Really? Hi, Cat. That's a really good idea. I should just try that on the current chairs so that I can get them trained off of it before we get the new ones. I like that. For a week. I could put up with foil on chairs for a week. Took a few days. Could do it to the couch too, because good God, I cannot get them to stop scratching on the arms. I mean, we do, we train them, like we've got a spray bottle and stuff, but they definitely scratch on the couch less than they do attack the chairs. And honestly, it wasn't as much of an issue until we got Annie, because Paul never really got up there that much, but then she was so small, it was the only place she could like run to really quick to escape Paul when they were fighting. There is a fly in here. When they were, playing and stuff. And so then they got up there and of course then they get excited and then, claws stick in the chair and it's just like, come on. But no, I haven't tried the tinfoil. I will though. I like that a lot. Hi, Allie. Okay. And I'm sure there's going to be like little shadow bits that I'm going to out on as we go along. Okay. Oh, down here. Tinfoil really works, but my older cats took almost a month to stop the naughty. Oh, good to know. I only did it while I was at work too, so only 8 hours per day and still work. Not sure if he'll take longer with adult cats, but it's worth a try. Yeah. Well, and Annie's still fairly-ish young. I mean, she's less than 2. She's less than 2. So it may not be too much of an adjustment for her. But yeah, that's a really good idea. Thank you. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, especially if we're gonna fix the chairs. I don't want them to ruin them again. All right, now let's go ahead and grab number 24. We're finally on to a different color. It didn't work, oh no. But that might be because it was such a flat surface that she just learned she had to walk really lightly on the counter. That's possible, yeah, because we have cushions on the chairs, then it will crinkle under their feet. But I could see how that would struggle to work on. Because see, they don't jump on counters too much, unless for some reason, like, we'll have just finished dinner and we don't put it away right away. And the cats smell it and sneak in there. They don't do that too often though, and man, they know they're being naughty when they do. But the chairs are the biggest thing. Making lines on here. Kind of helps with the texture of the trunk. All right, Della? A softer surface seems like it would work. Yeah, exactly. The chicken. Yeah, that's definitely worth a try. I will report back. My old cat once jumped on the kitchen counters and helped himself to chicken satay sticks. Oh no. So, this is when Paul was younger and he was a bit more bold. He's a lot better now and doesn't rarely jump on the couch. But I had been working all day to make some homemade bread. Now, granted, we have a bread maker, but it, well, you know, it was just, it took all day for it to make, and, you know, we were gonna have it with dinner and everything. And I go to cut the bread, like I turned around for something. Anyway, long story short, he jumped up on the counter and landed like right on top of it, you know, with his kitty litter paws and his furry belly. Like, we couldn't eat that loaf of bread after that. I was so disappointed and so mad. I was like, oh no. I was just like, come on. Yeah, I was not thrilled with him. Like I said, nowadays they rarely jump on the counters, but good morning, Melissa. Who loves to play at the water at the sink. She steals straws. Oh, how funny. What's the new hashtag? Daniela, right? Oh, right, Kenny? Yeah, I so was. I was so mad. You know, because you got fresh bread cooking all day, you're excited about it, only to have it just totally ruined? Ugh. I don't know, and I couldn't in good conscience just like brush it off, make sure there was no cat hair. I mean, you know, kitty litter feet and cats, and, you know, it was just like, this is not sanitary. Wait, now I need to know the hashtag. I missed it. What is it? We're still just using number 24. I'm owned by 4 cats. A 15-year-old kitty, Moot Demoot, loves ice cream. His name's Moot Demoot. I love that. Every flavor, every brand. We can't leave ice cream unattended to soften because he feels all ice cream is his. That's hilarious. Hashtag is manly made color. Oh, interesting. Okay. So what you're saying is that, oh, where is it? Hold on. Here we are. So this would be a book that would fall under that character? My 3 cats and 2 Labradors? Let's see. Hang on. There we go. This one. Oh, that's the laird. That's the laird. There we go. Jamie and Claire. That's funny. Tammy, right? Definitely. Straight A student, now I'm a mom and have to adult. Adulting is hard. I don't like adulting. As, you know, Daisy, you have to adult. It's just like, no. Thanks though. I'm good. I'll just, you know, skip the adulting today and you know, go watch cartoons. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, we've talked about what dog we want to get eventually. We even discussed briefly getting a bird, but the reality is we've got 3 cats, and, you know, I'd like to be able to, you know, a lot of times they say if you're a bird owner, you know, the bird needs to make sure he has time, you know, like outside the cage, but I just feel like, you know, you could have a separate room, I suppose, but it would probably just be a stressful room or stressful time altogether with bird flying around and cats just wanting to eat it, you know what I mean? Kathy, thank you for subscribing. Wait, that was 3 hours ago. Why does OBS do that to me? Throne of Glass color book, Rowan, Dorian. Well, I'm not familiar with that one. I don't like adulting either, specifically the bills part. Just like adulting in general, just like eventually we'd like to get a new car, but I'm telling you, our car has like pretty sure got a vendetta against us, and every time something goes wrong, it's like, I don't want it to. You know, I see my kids and how much they, you know, like want to grow up. And it's just like, no, you can just slow down, just enjoy the fact that you get to just, you know, eat cereal and cartoons and not worry about anything else, you know. Just enjoy it, kid. Appreciate it. Oh, I like that, Angie. Yeah, I like corgis. Golden retrievers are definitely top of the list. Labrador wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's right up there with, you know, the kind of same style as golden retrievers, but... Hula dancers with beards. Interesting. I am intrigued. But in the meantime, since we've decided not to go the bird route, we're still waiting for the birds. You know, it takes a few days for birds to actually find a new bird feeder. But we got one of those ones that suction to the outside window. And so we've attached it to the living room window. And we're gonna enjoy the birds that way. I used to have one kind of hanging outside the window. But I went out there one day and a mouse outside had actually crawled into the bird feeder. We even had one of those special ones that had the cage that dropped down. It kept the squirrels out well enough, but mice are so light that he could just crawl right in, and he's just sitting in there. I have a picture somewhere, but he's just sitting there enjoying himself like a midnight snack. Yes, definitely shedding, yeah. Having himself a midnight snack, just sitting there chilling in the bird feeder, and I was just like, what the heck? So, but this one, since it's attached to the window, there's no way for squirrels or mice to get to it because there's glass surrounding the bird feeder, and obviously they can't climb the glass. So theoretically, this one is supposed to, you know, there would be no rodents of any kind in this one. And it's got a cover because the last one got all soggy from the rain, like the birdseed would, and it was just a pain to clean. So this one apparently has a cover, and like squirrels and mice can't get to it. And I mean, it's outside, so you know, you can't control what's outside. It's not like they're inside or anything, but yeah, so we'll see. Right now we're just waiting for the birds to find it. All right, now number 117. I mean, we have a lot of trees near where we live, so it's just, you know, bound to happen. You put out an open food source, you know. Down I teach, and it was advised to bring all the bird feeders inside. There was a bear spotted in the area. Oh no! Well, do bears generally go after birdseed? I mean, I suppose so, I guess. I don't know. When I think bird feeders, I don't necessarily think bears. Thanks, Kenny. That's so funny. We live, growing up, we lived in a town that was surrounded by a lot of foresty area, and so we would occasionally get like mountain lion sightings and stuff. There was probably a bear sighting or two, but it wasn't, I don't remember it as much. I do remember there were mountain lion sightings though. With 3 kids under 5, we're taking a break from indoor pets, but are getting 3 hens this summer. Super low maintenance, but also fun. Oh, they'll love that, Sarah. Bears will eat and drink anything. That is true. Good morning, Tanya. Yeah, we've got the cats, and eventually we'll get a dog. I'm really like, so, you know, I've adopted all of our cats were rescues. Any dogs I've ever owned in the past, they were all rescues kind of thing. But part of me wants to save up for, because you don't generally find golden retrievers at shelters, you know, and I want a specific breed this time around. You know, there's lots of good shelter dogs, don't get me wrong. But I want to invest in a good family dog, and I mean, I've always wanted a golden retriever. You know what I mean? And they just aren't usually at shelters. Sometimes you get lucky, but they're just not usually there. A pet that provides food, right? Oh man, you want to know the best eggs for like baking and stuff? Duck eggs. Is it duck eggs or goose eggs? Might be goose. Anyway, but they're bigger and they just make everything so much fluffier. All right, let's see. We're gonna use number 23. I'm trying to remember, are duck eggs bigger than chicken eggs, or are they smaller? Oh my gosh, fly, go away. You land on this page. Duck, that's what it is. Oh my gosh, can someone tell this fly to leave? I hate springtime. It's just, all the bugs can just go back to sleep. You leave the door open for 2 seconds and they're like, hello, I'm moving in. And then you're stuck with this fly for like days. Duck eggs, that's what it is, yes. Yeah, usually. Do you think I'll finish today? Probably not. And next pencils? No. I will not know what pencils I'm going to use until I know what page we're going to do. I knew the pencils I wanted to use for this one because they were new. But the next pencils will be chosen based off of what page we decide on. I see. I hate springtime too. Everyone now loves it. Feels like Debbie. No, Allie, you know, me too. Like, don't get me wrong. There are things that I enjoy about springtime, but just like with any season, there are also things that I dislike. I like springtime because my birthday's in spring. You know, you got Mother's Day, you've got the nicer weather, but with spring also brings the awakening of everything that fell asleep during the wintertime. And that I hate, not to mention that I just dread, you know, summertime coming. Fall is probably my favorite time of the year. But Kenny, I think what she means is like you know, like, can you get duck eggs at the grocery store? You fall. Very, very seldom will you find pure breed in the, what's it called? Goose eggs are not for humans. They have too much cholesterol. That's what it is. Way too much for human consumption. I knew it was one of them. I couldn't remember. I used to have ducks and chickens. I'd feed my son the duck eggs. Oh, nice. I'm a mom girl. I don't mind the winter either. Yeah, see, that's me too. That's me too. But, you know, springtime brings... I do like, you know, rainstorms, but springtime also brings, you know, the dangerous, you know, tornadoes and hailstorms and, like, everything else. And so... like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not as huge a fan of spring. And only 4 degrees outside? Well, dang, Kat, maybe I just live in the wrong place to fully enjoy springtime. I don't know. Texas in springtime is not... I will say it's been a cooler spring than it has been in the past, but... yeah. There's just too many dang bugs in Texas. I'm still just using 23. To get the kind of look that I want for the trunk, we're gonna have to layer quite a bit. But yeah, I would say, I don't know, I feel like we're gonna be working on this trunk. I don't want to say for sure that we'll finish this this one today, but we'll see. I mean, it's 8:44. I plan on going till like 9:30, 9:40-ish. So we've got another hour. We'll see what we get. Definitely not spring here. I'm like, I've got the heating on. Oh gosh, it's supposed to be 90 here today. It's supposed to be 90 here. It's ridiculous. And the bikes. I don't want to bike everywhere. Wait, why would you have to bike everywhere? Oh, in Denmark. I got you. Really, Crystal? Well, when the time comes, I'll have to look into it. Getting a dog definitely isn't in the near future by any means. It's, you know, maybe in another 5 years or so. Right now, we've already got the 3 cats. And if you're renting, most places don't really allow you much more than that. Hang on one second. Speaking of pets, I've got one that's getting into stuff. I need to put her out of the room. Hello, how'd you go? Oh. Okay, let's see. Headphones back. So today's my brother-in-law's birthday, making him a strawberry rhubarb pie while I listen. Oh, nice, Kelly. I'll tell him I said happy birthday. All right, let's see now. 23. Here, we're still using 23. About 6 different variations in the Welsh accent, not all of them. Oh, I got you. You're talking about Danish. I gotcha. Okay. Morning, Rena. Sounds good. I can never get on board with rhubarb. Something about the texture. I had a friend make it for me once. Maybe it was just the one that I had, but it didn't taste. I don't remember it tasting bad. I just remember not liking it. I don't know. I may have to give it another shot at some point. I love spring. It's my favorite season. Today it's going from 37 to 75. Cold nights and perfect days. Yeah, no, that's not us. We're just humid and 90 here already. Like, it's just... Ugh. I think I just in general need to move more north. It's like a tiny fly too. It's like a fruit fly. I can't just grab it. I know this seems like it's taking a while, but if you want to get the texture, sometimes you just gotta take your time to layer, you know? The cats love it though. Like, they like those, I don't know, they call them like nighthawks or mosquito eaters, like those really big ones. Occasionally one will, you know, you open up the front door and one makes it into the house, but they can really see them. And man, Paul and Annie go to town hunting those, and it's just like, gross. Humid, rainy, and under tornado watch here, Jay. Yep, that sounds pretty much like us. I don't know, when I lived in Oregon, I think I enjoyed spring a bit more. But we didn't really have to worry about tornadoes up there. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab number 24. I mean, I know it may seem time-consuming to do it this way, which I suppose it is, but, you know, if there's a certain look that you're trying to get, sometimes you just kind of have to take your time to get it down. Okay. Let's see. Then we're going to grab 117. We're actually going to kind of fill this in now. Yeah, that is nice. I like that kind of feeling when it's chilly. You know it's gonna warm up during the day, but it's like chilly also, so you can open your windows in the morning to cool your house off for the day, and you don't even need the air conditioner, even if it's gonna get warm. You know what I mean? Yeah, as long as we don't have any more snowpocalypses, honestly, wintertime in Texas is probably my favorite. Well, no, not favorite. Second favorite. Fall first, you know, when it actually starts to cool down and stuff. Yes, the crispness. So, like, whenever we would go camping in Oregon, like waking up in that morning where there's like a little bit of moisture on the tent, you go out and there's the birds singing, because we used to camp next to the beach. Go out, the birds are singing. It's nice and crisp. You get a fire going, you know, like it's just. Ugh. I miss camping in Oregon. I'm telling you, when this pandemic is over, going camping. Let's see. We're going camping in Oregon, and I say after the pandemic because, you know, we'd have to fly there. But still. You know, I want to get some green in on this. But a green we haven't used yet. Like 94 maybe? Let's see. What's 48? What is this? 48? That's not nearly dark enough. 94 or 79? Let's do 79. Oh, that would be nice too. I would love to visit Australia. Just, you know, when there's all the bugs are asleep. I don't understand camping. How do I blow dry my hair? You don't. You go for 3 nights and you don't wash your hair? Dry shampoo. Dry shampoo. Nori was kayak in the fjords. It was unforgettable. Kayak in the fjords? I feel like isn't that cold? Isn't that really cold? I go in an RV. There you go, Renee. Bye, Bridget. Thanks for being here. All right, number 79. No, there's nothing like camping when you're next to the beach. I love it. I used to also go to camp as a kid, so we had cabins. So, you know, the early morning, you know, open up the cabin and it's just crisp, and that's good times. We're just using 79. Oh, that'd be fun, Melissa. Yeah, that's the same thing for us. We haven't really had the opportunity down here to take the kids camping yet, so they haven't had like a true camping experience, and I really want them to have that. All right, number 23. Oh, are they really? All right, we're gonna start to add in a bit more definition here. Over the top of all of this. Good morning, Renee. Hi, Graziella. Roughing it is when you don't have room service, right? Not quite, not quite. look at that. I missed an entire spot here for number 117. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, we still bring coolers of food. You know, it's not like we go camping and only, you know, eat what we catch kind of thing. You know, we go to actual campgrounds and whatnot. All right, so 23. Cat. Vision Canyon, park mobile RV in my backyard. That works. Well, the new place we're moving to, I promised the kids we can do a backyard camp out, so they're pretty excited for that. That'll tie them over in the interim. I don't know. I'm hesitant to like. Probably could do my research and find a decent campground around here, but you know, ticks are a thing in Texas, and there's just bugs in general. I just want to go camping on the coast in Oregon. That's it. Yes, right, Mary? Exactly. Steve and I haven't gone camping in ages. Yep, that's same here. So that's what I want to do. I want to do with the kids. I think they'll enjoy it. I know it seems like we've been coloring this stump for a while, but it just takes a little bit to build up all the layers, you know? Hang on, I want to make sure. And focus. There we go. Right, Marilyn? Cape Lookout. I'll have to keep that one in mind. My family used to laugh at me because my tent is 14 by 14 with a closet and a hanging toiletry, and then it rained and their little tents leaked. We all tent sat in my tent, made coffee and breakfast. That's hilarious, Della. I've ever owned one of the large tents. It's usually just like the 2-person tent, but I think if we were gonna go camping as a family, I wouldn't want to have the kids like in a separate tent, maybe not until they're older. So I think we'd probably want to invest in one of the big family tents. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. All right, now we're gonna grab number 24. We have a big tent with a divider wall. Yeah, see, I like that. I like that. I think that'd be good. Right, Miss Serena? I'm down with that kind of tent. Do they have that one at Target? Can you get it on Amazon? It'd be the perfect kind of tent. Bunk beds, camp stove, the whole deal. All right, let's grab our green again. All right, number 79. Adding in a bit more detail here. Exactly. Right, Miss Rena? I never had enough room in my purse. Yeah, what's the charm that she uses on it? It's just like an expanding charm or something, but yes. That would be a good one to have. While we're at it, can we just have their wands too, so we can, you know, apparate wherever it is we want to travel? And they laughed and said, Della brings everything but the kitchen sink, and then I showed them my kitchen sink. Right, Cat? Camping weekend with Young Life. We all left of us together. Got to the campgrounds. It was pouring rain. Oh no. Yeah, it's always like hard when you go camping and then it just rains. Like, wow, this was fun. And even worse if your tent leaks. Okay, so we did the top of this before we did this, so now I'm going to add in a little bit of stuff to the top to kind of have it match the bottom. We're not entirely done with this yet, but I am going to shift just a bit and do the top part. So now we're going to use 23. Sounds about right, Angie. Hang on, I want to give this a quick sharpen. I want a nice sharp point. I have the Elder one. It's made of chocolate, but still, I'd be down with that. Might get a little melty if you use it too much, but still. Cat. All right, 23. Did I finish my coffee? That happens, I forget about it. Now it's cold coffee. Okay, now it's finished. Oh, cinnamon caught in my back throat. Painters knew how to use an axe to chop wood, so guess who chopped wood? In the rain again. Oh no, Angie. Angela. That's funny. Okay. You know, if I didn't have an issue with sugar and didn't have, you know, issues with gluten or whatever, you know, it sounds really good right now. Like a really warm, like cinnamon kind of caramely sticky bun. That sounds really good. Not just a cinnamon roll, but like a sticky bun. That sounds so good. Like 5 of them. Anybody down with that? Can somebody eat 5 sticky buns for me? All right, now we're gonna use 23 still, and I want to add a little bit of shadow under the bowl. She carries around with her to use on her unruly students. I like it. I have many ones in the mystery box for stocking stuffers. Made my husband pick his when we opened them. I got Hermione's one. He got the Elder one. Oh, that's so funny. It is. It is more difficult to do in the rain. Little rainbow flower emote. I like that. 5 more and we can unlock another emote. Okay. Adding the shadow under the bowl. Yeah, when we were struggling with the heat during Snowpocalypse, I had Steve chopping the wood. But to be fair, we didn't have a full axe, we just had a hatchet, so it took a little bit more strength than I had to get it chopped. There we go. All right, let's grab our white. I could make them with canned biscuits, some brown sugar, and butter melted in an 8x8 pan, and then pecans are oh, see, that sounds good. All right, here's the color white. I'm gonna soften that a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then let's use number... Oh, Sarah! Thank you for joining our coloring family. Welcome! You now have access to all of our handy dandy little emotes here. I'm clicking through all of them. Woo, there we go. There they are. Plus, you have a little pencil next to your name now that will let you know how long you have been subbed. It will change color based on how long. And whenever we have new merchandise in the Etsy shop, you will get a discount code to it. So thank you. Could be some hypes for Sarah in chat here, exclamation point hype. Or you can use our hype emote. Look at that. Everybody's showing that in chat. Woohoo! Lurking now for almost a year, so I figured it was time to join. I love it, Sarah. I love it. I love my lurkers. Well, there we go. Now it's no longer 5 more, now 4 more, and we unlock another emote. All right, still using 23. Thanks, Sarah. Glad to have you on board. There we go. All right, and let's grab a little bit of the number 24. Okay, and then our white again. Go. And then let's use number 117. There we go. Thanks, Kat. I'll see you around. Thanks for being here. All right, and then number 69. So we'll go over there. There we go. Much more happy with that. Okay, let's add some more definition in the trunk now. Okay, let's use number 31. That's 54. Do I want 54? Hang on, I'm looking at the chart to see what it is. 54. Oh, that's just straight up red. Let's see. Do I have 31 out? I thought I had 31 out. Oh no, Melissa! Oh no, I don't have 31 out. Hey, we haven't used 31 yet. We're gonna use 31. Oh no, her son hid the sharpener? All right, number 31. I don't know if you can tell. It always makes me anxious when a pencil has a slight gap. Let's see if I can get this in focus to show you. All right, you see how the wood kind of lifts from the lead a little bit? I always get nervous about that. Like the lead is loose, so it's like when I see that it's loose like that, I have to check it. adding in some bit more shadow. He was playing with it after his nap in the living room. I looked everywhere, even the fridge. Oh no! Was it a sharpener like mine, the doll? Wait, what about hibiscus? Hang on. What did Mary say? Oh, we're on the porch. I gotcha. And I'm looking at what Mary said. What about hibiscus? I like hibiscus. Go. We're still just using number 31. We're just adding in a bit more of the shadow. What did Cindy say? Yeah, it just takes practice, Cindy. These brutes actually layer really nicely for shading as well. I mean, I know we've been working on this trunk the whole time, but really you have to take your time with something like this if you want it to look a certain way, you know? Sometimes it just can't be rushed. Oh, awesome, Daniela. I'm so glad. Yeah, I wasn't sure how far we get on this today, but I knew that the trunk was going to take a little bit of time. Oh, the hibiscus emoji. Ah, I gotcha, I gotcha. Oh, just a regular Stedler. Oh, like this one? Okay, we're gonna give it another, let's see. I'm looking so intently, I forgot to blink. Really appreciate watching this technique. Oh, I'm glad, Lisa. Good morning, Teresa. That's funny, I went, because I didn't want to sharpen too much, so I was gonna use the handheld one. The square brutes don't fit in the smaller one. You're gonna have to use the larger one. Oh, yeah, that didn't work out well for it. Well, maybe it's just because it needs to. Look at that. Okay, so note to self. Don't use the handheld. Go to sharpen it, instead it just annihilates it. Aw, I'm glad, Daniela. There we go. That's better. There we go. I can't remember if I put the link in the description in that color video, but all of those color theory worksheets and everything are available on my website now too. I'll have to go back and look and see if I put the website links on there. Oh, well, that's good, Melissa. Yeah, that might not be so good, especially go to the doctor and be like, yeah, my 1-year-old ate a sharpener. And it's like, oh, well, okay then. I think we'll probably end up using the blender with this one too. Yeah, a bit big. Ugh, dang fly. Like, can you fly anywhere else at the moment? One single fly and he hones in on what I'm doing here. Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry, Cindy. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, we're going to... Oh, I'm so glad, Miss Rena. Oh, Lisa, thank you. We had some hypes in chat for Lisa. Oh my gosh, fingers are... Look at that. Look how teeny tiny that is. Lisa! There you go. We can use some hype emotes, or you can type exclamation point hype in chat. Thank you so much, Lisa. You are so sweet. The tree trunk happiness. Thank you. Well, thank you. Not color therapy, color theory, unless that was mistyped. But yeah, color theory. What is it? Is it exclamation point? I feel like I've got a command for it. Hang on. Let's check Nightbot. Oops, Steve's got the sneezes this morning. Let's see, commands. Let's see. I feel like it's something. Oh, no, I don't have it there. Do I put it like under class, maybe? I might have not made a link for it, but yeah, color theory. Did a whole color theory class, and then the accompanying worksheets are on the website. But seriously, look at this. Teeny tiny baby. Oh, Lisa. Thank you. All right, so that's the pencil extender in there. So now we're gonna go ahead and up the saturation on this tree trunk a little bit. Still doing vertical so that I don't smear the vertical lines together. I want to try and keep that texture that we worked so hard to get. Lozzie! I do need a command for it. I do. Let me see real quick. It is... Hang on. Now I want to pull it up. Let's see. Videos. Because it's like on one of my top ones. I don't know if I made a playlist for it. But it was a very specific class that we did for it. Hang on. Now I want to pull it up. Let's see. Those are reviews. Hang on, just give me a second. I just want to pull it up real quick. How to draw. There it is. All right. And this is... Okay, copy. We're going to make a command for it real quick. Add command, exclamation point, color theory. There we go. Okay, now type in exclamation point color theory, all one word. Exclamation point color theory. There we go. And then that should bring it up. Let's see. Too many people to type, but hello, lovelies. I'm intrigued about the technique you used for the pink purple ponies mane you did off stream. I'm starting to play around with white gel pens. Any suggestions for a more formal tutorial? Let's see. Do you mean... Hang on. Hang on. Grab it real quick. What page is it on? There we go. Let's see. About the technique you used for the pink purple pony mane. So this here. So what I did is I colored it in, the color part first, and then I added the white. I think I alternated depending on what I was doing, like white gel pen or white Posca. But I just did basically the same kind of style that I did with my other items, where, you know, where the hair overlapped is where the darkest part is going to be. So that's where I did the purple. I chose my different colors. I think I used cream in it as well. And then I overlapped with the white. But adding the shadows underneath the mane next to the white really helped it to pop. Because obviously you see where it's here, it doesn't pop as much, which is why I added a slight outline, kind of like what I did on the fishbowl, a slight outline to the mane to kind of help it pop from the screen just a little bit. But yeah, we could probably do a tutorial for that at some point. Yeah, most definitely. But like sometimes the, you know, Posca or gel pen that you use will absorb the pencil color and it'll get like kind of a pink instead of a white, or, you know, whatever color you're using. So sometimes I wait for it to dry and then go over with another layer, that kind of thing. Maybe the next page we could do something where that would be something that we would do on it. You know what I mean? So we can kind of go over how I did that. I don't know what page we're gonna do next. You know, we tossed around some ideas last stream. We'll probably spend one more stream with this. I still need to finish my black and white one. So maybe we'll like finish this on one stream and then like do the black and white like for the rest of that stream or something. Thanks, Lozzie. How are you, Lozzie? There we go. And then let's use this on this top part too. There we go. I'm pretty pleased with that. We may darken up just a couple sides just a little bit, but I've seen people paint something white over the lines prior to coloring, and I'm not sure what it is. Have you ever done that? I've used like white, like India ink over the top. I think some people use like acrylic ink sometimes, but most of the time I just work on the black and white page. That's what I'm thinking, because we're not gonna have enough time to finish this page today, but it's definitely not gonna take an entire stream to do it, and I still haven't had a chance to work more on this one. Turn that down a little bit, gives you a better idea. So what I'm thinking is that whenever we stream next time, we finish this page and finish this page. We could finish 2 pages in one stream. We still have just a few more minutes. We'll start just a little bit of the leaves here before we go. I'm thinking we should do this branch here. So let's grab, what do we have out? We're gonna grab 46. We're gonna grab, good, had work this morning, so only just got home. Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're here. 77 and 42, unless I already have 42 out. I don't, it's right here, perfect. Okay. Hang on, this water cup so I don't spill it, because knowing me, I probably would. Go. All right, so 46. Yeah, because I have a plan for a sort of background on that black and white page too. So that could be good. We could finish 2 pages on next stream. And then the stream after that, we finish it. While I have everyone, just a reminder, there is no Friday stream this week. No Friday stream. Oh, Lozzie, actually, I'm fine. I don't really have that rule too much in here. I usually keep a pretty good track on, but I'm not opposed to anybody using caps. If for some reason I miss a message, feel free to throw it out there, but that's definitely not a hard and fast rule in here. But yeah, so no stream on Friday, but we will stream again on Monday and then Wednesday. So theoretically, next week's Wednesday stream will be when we start a new page. Oh, awesome, Lisa. Well, okay then. Yeah, no, we're good. I think it helps because I've got like 2 screens up where I watch chat and I stop to look up pretty frequently. And it'll be even easier when I get my new glasses. But, yeah. Yes, definitely. The one thing that'll help your picture pop is contrast. If everything's kind of, you know, toned down, it gets a little muddy, it gets harder to kind of, you know, see those different elements in your image. Okay. Then we are going to use, okay, well, to be fair, my second screen is my phone and I keep it up here propped up again. So I've got like my computer, my second screen. Do you have a reaction to the first dose vaccine? I just got my appointment emailed to me for dose 1. So I was after the first dose, we're using 77. After my first dose, I was really sleepy. It hit me in the afternoon that day. And then my arm was sore for a while, but then about 8 days later, I had the, what they're calling COVID arm. And it's not anything too bad. It's just, you know, they're saying that it's just your body working overtime to, you know, do what it needs to do for how the vaccine works. And I had a reaction where I had like a mild like rash on my arm, but rash is a weird, when somebody says rash, I imagine, you know, bumpy and red and angry, but it was like a circle in the spot where I got the vaccination. And it was kind of itchy and warm and my arm got a little bit sore again. But the only thing now for the second one is that I have to get in my opposite arm, which means my right hand. So, which is why I am not going to be streaming on that Friday because my arm is probably going to be too sore to do any of that. Not to mention, I hear with the second dose, it's usually the second day that you're feeling pretty cruddy. But yeah, so first dose wasn't bad. I'm just, you know, fingers crossed that, you know, second will be mild. Maybe I'll be one of those lucky people, but we'll see. I'm fully prepared for me feeling pretty cruddy. Oh, thanks, Angie. Oh, I'm so glad, Cindy. Dark darks and light lights. There you go. Sore arm, chills, nausea, so tired. Having the COVID arm now. Yeah, you know, and like it's more annoying than anything else. I took some pictures of it to make sure that, you know, it was different. They say that even because you don't know how you're going to react from, you know, I mentioned it last time, and this isn't, you know, doctor proven. This is just, you know, after me speaking to a few of my friends that got the vaccine, those who had COVID, the first dose was harder for them and the second dose was easier. Those who didn't have COVID, it was the first dose was easier and the second dose was harder. Now, that is not a proven fact. That is not a study that came out. That was just, you know, general chatting with my friends. Now, to my knowledge, I at no point had COVID. Let's see, number 69. We've been pretty social distant from like everybody, so it'd be pretty surprising if I did. That being said, I don't know how my body's going to react, and I'm just crossing my fingers that it's mild, but I'm fully prepared to... I've taken, you know, I'm not streaming. I've told my work I'm not going to be working, so, you know, and Steve took time. Steve is getting his second dose today, so we're taking time off for that too. Lost their optometrist, tried to get an appointment as soon as I... Oh no, maybe I have to drive 65 miles. Oh no. I would, Allie. I would take the day off if it were me. Oh, I didn't know that. I should start chugging water then. All right, 114. I mean, it's good to drink water anyway, but I'll be glad to have it over and done with, though. Give me a little bit of peace of mind. After having meningitis in the hospital, I have no desire to go back into the hospital for any kind of illness. Let's see, number 24. Allie. That's good, Kenny. Oh. All right, and then we're gonna do 69. Go. All right, let's grab number, what was it, 20? No, 31. I want 31. Which one is 31? This is 31. Here we go. Add a bit more shadow under here now. Now that we have our brown branch done. Oh, yeah, Allie, that was the worst. I get headaches a lot, but that was the worst headache I had ever experienced. Like, just the thought of going back into the hospital, just serious anxiety, which is probably part of the reason why I have been so nervous about COVID, just because of the way things have been. But yeah, I do not relish that ever again. Ever, ever, ever again. How old were you when you had it, Allie? All right, number 54. Adding in darkness. I mean, I'm sure we probably talked about it before, but I just don't remember. I'm saying it is always months away. Yeah. The wait is like for the dermatologist around here. Ridiculous. I think I had to wait like 3 weeks for my eye doctor appointment. But I also, last time I got my prescription changed for my glasses was like 2018. So it was time. Can't deal with headaches of any kind. They make me want to curl up in a ball of sleep. Yeah, the meningitis like headache is like, imagine if somebody made a hat laced with headache pain and you had to wear it and no medicine could take care of it. That's what it's like. The whole headache just wrapped around my entire head and there was nothing that the doctors or nurses could do. I just had to write it out. And that feeling of just like helplessness in the hospital when there's nothing that can be done except just deal. No way, man. I was 5, so I don't remember too much, but I do remember the headaches and being in the hospital when my mom stayed with me because she's the best. Aw, Allie, that's so sweet. I had viral meningitis. My eldest was about 2. Not fun. Yeah, that's what mine was. It was viral. Oh, yeah, it was monstrous. And you know, meningitis itself was no fun, and it was really hard. But it definitely took an emotional and mental toll because, you know, when you're younger, before you know the ways of the world, let's see, 94, you know, when you think doctors, right, Kenny, that's right, you, like, a lot of you were here for that whole crazy ride. You know, when you're little and you think doctors, you know, you assume you get sick, your parents take you to the doctor, you get better. You just assume the doctors have all the answers. But if I learned anything from that, it's that doctors can only do so much, you know? And especially with the way that COVID has been, that's what has made it even more terrifying because there is only so much that the doctors could do. And there was a point where there was literally no other medicine that they could give me to make me better. It was up to my body to fight it off. Now, it wasn't bacterial, you know, so my odds were good and everything like that. But just that, you know, there's nothing else they can do for you. and you have to rely on your body to fix it. And it just reminds me that although, yes, they're doctors, they don't have all the answers. They can't fix it just because they're doctors. And I think that's part of the reason why I was so nervous about COVID, because having experienced that, where I was, you know, basically helpless and in the hospital waiting for my body to heal, you know, the idea of when there's this new illness that they don't know anything about, you know, it's just like, well, what happens when the doctors no longer have the answers and I can't get better? You know, that's terrifying. Medical practice, exactly. Now, don't get me wrong, though there are a lot of, you know, doctors that try their best, but they just do not have all the answers. And just, you know, I didn't think that I was gonna die by any means, you know, like I said, I had perfectly fine odds, but it was just, you know, sitting there in the middle of the night, I am in this excruciating pain, and there's literally nothing anybody could do. And it's just like, it's helplessness is exactly what it is. Yeah, Lozzie, it's just, it's so hard, which is why, like I said, when this thing came about, I remember hearing about it when it first like showed up in China, and I remember asking Steve, I was like, you know, are you concerned about this? He's like, no, it's fine. It's another country away. And then it gets here, and it's just like, holy cow. I mean, I spent I got the flu 3 times in 1 year when my kids first started going to school. I mean, it's just, it's hard when you are so vulnerable. You know, I don't have any underlying conditions, but I also don't have, we're using number 94, a good history with, you know, just medical health in general. And I'm sorry, but COVID scares the crud out of me. And I know, you know, I have a general rule in chat of being pretty positive when it comes to the vaccine, because, you know, there's the option of, you know, risking being ill with it versus, you know, getting something that is going to make it so that it's, because I know, you know, obviously the vaccine isn't 100%. It's not going to keep you from getting it, but it's going to, you know, make it so that it's a lot less serious if you do. There have been, you know, cases where perfectly healthy people, you know, didn't do well with it. So this is, you know, why the vaccine gives me peace of mind, because I'm eliminating that risk that I could end up back in the hospital helpless again. I don't want to do that, you know? How old was I? Last year. This happened last year, Teresa. It was terrible. No, 2 years ago? Let's see, it was not last Halloween, but the Halloween before. So no, it's been a year and a half. It's been a year and a half since it happened. And it was totally surreal, because I remember, like, I was dealing with a lot of tonsillitis anyway. You know, I got my tonsils out last year, and so we didn't really know what was going on. You know, we went to the doctor. They thought I just, like, you know, maybe my tonsillitis was flared up. Like, they couldn't figure out what's wrong. They had put me on a couple different medicines, and finally I was home with my son, and, you know, he was younger at the time, but, you know, he was still, it's not like he was a toddler or anything. My daughter was at school, and, you know, Steve was at work, and I had just this headache for days that I just couldn't kick. And I remember when we finally realized, you know, that this was something serious, I was in the bathroom, and the pain had just been getting to me, and I suddenly, like, got really faint, and I had to sit down, and then, like, I got even more faint, and, like, I nearly passed out. But I was, like, coherent enough that I told my son, I was like, I need you to get my phone. So he brought me my phone, and I called Steve at that point, and of course he rushed home, and, you know, we went to the doctor and everything. But when we finally went into the ER, they tested me for, like, everything. And they're just like, okay, well, everything's coming up negative. The only other thing we can do is a lumbar puncture to, you know, find out, you know, what's going on. And of course, nobody thinks, I mean, how many people here know people who actually have had meningitis? I mean, there's a few of us, but I never knew anybody that had meningitis. So the idea that it could be meningitis, I was just like, well, we're using 81 now. I'm like, there's no way that's it, but, you know, sure, all right, let's go ahead. You know, I hemmed and hawed about it, because you don't, you know, take a spinal tap lightly, you know. That's kind of the last time I had a needle poking in my back was when I got an epidural. You know, it's not something you do, but there were no other answers, and I was clearly very ill. And so the worst part is it took them a couple tries to actually get it done. I was like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So, you know, they run the test and I'm sitting here, you know, I haven't slept in God knows how long. And he comes back and he's like, so it's meningitis. And I just look at him in like complete disbelief. Like, what do you mean it's meningitis? And when they come back in, like everybody's masked up, you know, and this was pre-COVID. So, you know, seeing everybody like masked up and like, you know, like, fingers crossed, like, wait, I'm like, what is happening? And I think, you know, I kind of took it a little bit lighter when it was happening because it was so surreal. And, you know, looking back after I, you know, had time to process it, it was just like, well, holy cow, that's insane. But, you know, they had to check in and, you know, I had to make the phone calls, you know, to Steve and everything like that. Because, you know, I after he took me to the ER, I sent him home because we had a friend staying with the kids and everything. But I was just like, it's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. What am I missing? I'm so sorry. Wait up to 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Right, Kenny? Exactly. They really do, Allie. Yes, very recently. Yeah, which is why I've been so paranoid about COVID, you know? Health-wise, because the doctor put me on blood pressure medicine that caused my... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's awful. Oh, Kenny. I have nurse practitioner instead of a doctor. She has the ability to treat like a doctor, but the compassion of a nurse, yeah. So much trauma. Oh, gosh, Angela, that's rough. Right? I know. Sarah, this is the healthiest I've ever been. It's ridiculous. Associate meningitis with young children. It's easy to forget that adults get it too. I know. It's so rare. It's so rare. Oh, right, Lisa? I know. Even though we'll be vaccinated, I am gonna struggle to... I mean, it isn't going to be normal that we're going to get back to, you know? It's just... I definitely will have to get out of my head a little bit if I'm going to reintegrate with society. You know what I mean? Yeah, Sarah, it was. Thank you. But yeah, I see 118 now. That's one of the reasons why I dread any possibility of getting COVID. Like, that's just terrifying to me. You know, odds are Steve would be fine, the kids would be fine, but I can't guarantee that I would be fine if I got it. So, you know, there's a lot of back and forth about the vaccine, but if this vaccine can, you know, and I've done the research, I've looked it up, and you look at any, you know, of course, you look anywhere, and there's going to be a fear-mongering website that, you know, and, you know, I don't want to push too many, you know, I never really push my views here, but I'm just saying, you can find anywhere something that says that this is bad, and this is a terrible thing, and whatnot. But if you look at any of the reputable sources, you know, where the science has been proven, they explain to you how it works, those say that the vaccine is safe. And so for me, I need to look at, you know, the benefits versus the risks. And for us, this is the right choice. You know what I mean? All right, number 18. I was to go back and work person. I teach in a very small music studio. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Joyce, I don't think... Yeah, it's going to be the new normal, exactly. I don't think that... I think masks will be a part of society for a while. For sure. At least Super doesn't CTs. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, definitely. First time out for me was Sunday after 60 months. I had a friend too long. She squeaked. Oh, Lisa. Yeah, exactly. So, ironically, after a year after I figured out I found one of my kidney surgery result. Oh, Angela, that's rough. Right, Kenny? Me too. But on the other hand, now I'm just like, But the kids are going to go back to school next year. Steve is going to have to go back to the office. And I think for me to have any level of peace of mind, I need to have some sort of protection, hence the vaccine. So, yeah, for me, the benefits, just like with any medication that you go on, the benefits outweigh the risks for me. It's going to give me the peace of mind to allow my children to live some sort of normal life. You know, we can start, you know, seeing people again, and it's just, the whole situation is just surreal. The fact that in our day and age, we are in this, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, I have had too many brushes with medical issues that I care to relive, and so the vaccine for me is going to make it so that I can get back to normal, you know? I know that, I don't know which ones are available in the UK, Lozzie, but I know that's why they pulled Johnson & Johnson here, was blood clot. But the one that I have gotten and am getting, the second one, is Moderna, which I'm kind of relieved because apparently the new variants like can get through Pfizer but not Moderna. So I was like, all right, Moderna like has some stronger side effects. But, and again, if anybody watching this is vehemently against the vaccine, I apologize if this kind of conversation bothers you. Please don't send me messages afterwards. I've made my decision. So, you know, generally we steer away from politics and religion in here, but I feel, I don't know. I try not to boast my opinions too much unless it's about a TV show, but you know what I mean. Let's see. It's scary if you ever took birth controls, odds of blockheads are much higher. Oh, I didn't know that. AstraZeneca in Canada, yeah. Car is dead in the garage. It means a trip to the garage and the tow. Yes, yeah, Lisa, we had to take our car into the shop again. And taking the vaccine, yeah. Oh, man. What time is it? Oh, gosh, it's 9:46. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I knew we weren't going to finish this one on here. We have a tad more to do on the trunk. But, you know, we're going to start doing the leaves. We may add a little bit of, like, extra grass in it, too. But it'll really come to life once we finish it. Right, Angela? Oh, I hope things are gonna go a bit better, but yeah. I don't like, you know, I don't soapbox too often on here. I try to keep it pretty light, but, you know, vaccine is different. It could mean what I just used to blend. Oh, I used the white Prismacolor on top of that. It was a little bit brighter than I wanted to, and so, yeah, stretch, exactly. But the white toned down the brightness just a little bit. But yeah, so I apologize if anybody was offended by my vaccine talk. I know that it is a touchy subject here and there, and everybody feels differently about it. Nothing of what I'm saying means that you have to feel any one way about it. This is just, you know, how I feel about it. Yeah, because I don't feel like the vaccine falls under religion or politics. At least it shouldn't. Yeah. Coloring, different stuff. Ah, thank you, Della. Yes. I was thinking that I would have time to repaint my nails before stream, but I did not. Next color is going to be purple. All right. So, reminder to everyone. Right, Angie? Yeah, it's super nice. It's going to look really cool once we have the rest of the grass and stuff. But yes, so reminder to everyone, no stream on Friday, okay? No stream on Friday. We'll be live again Monday night. Most want to hear the ins and outs of the vaccine. Yeah, exactly. And it's not like I came out of it symptom-free. You know what I mean? Like, I had the COVID arm and I felt tired and everything. And I will keep you all informed about how I feel after Thursdays. I'll probably feel the symptoms on like Friday, but I'll fill you all in on Monday and everything. Yeah, I know not everybody, it's not available for everybody yet. In fact, they had to stop administering the first doses of the vaccine here because they were too overwhelmed and they needed to be able to get out the second one. So they've paused doing first doses for a lot of people. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna head out. No stream Friday. See you on Monday. Okay, thank you everyone for being here and hearing me chat and talk and everything else. And yeah, Sarah, thank you for becoming a member. Lisa, thank you for your super chat. Shannon, hello Shannon. And thank you everyone for being here. All right, so I'm gonna see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Everyone stay healthy, stay safe. We'll finish this on Monday and then we'll finish this on Monday too. It'll be a busy day. We're gonna finish a 2-pager. When was the last time we finished 2 pages on stream? All right, everyone. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Chat with you later. Bye.